frequency response of single stage amplifier. So this is a diagram of single stage amplifier, which is RC coupled amplifier. So to get the frequency response of single stage amplifier, we need to calculate the low frequency response, mid frequency response, and the high frequency response. So starting with the first step, to calculate the entire thing, we need the step number 1, that is DC analysis of the first circuit. So to find out DC analysis, we need to calculate IB. So by applying the KVL over here, we got IB is equal to VTH minus VBE upon RB plus 1 plus beta RE. So we can get the IB by applying the KVL at the input side. Next is, from this expression, what are the terms which we need to calculate? First thing is RB. RB is nothing but R1 parallel to R2. VTH is equal to nothing but, it is a potential divider, R2 upon R1 plus R2 multiplied by VCC. IC is equal to beta IB. Okay, next is the beta will be already be given in the sum if ever we need to solve the sum. So this particular thing whichever I am teaching you, that is the frequency response of single stage amplifier, it is not only the DC analysis and the low frequency, mid frequency and high frequency, but also with respect to the solving of sums. So beta will be given in the sum. Hence we can find the value necessary to plot the hybrid pi model. Next parameter which is necessary to plot hybrid pi equivalent model is that R pi and the GM. So R pi का formula is beta Vt by IC cube. Vt is nothing but 26 millivolts upon IC cube. IC cube will be previously calculated according to DC analysis. GM is equal to IC cube upon Vt. Okay, so this is the DC analysis of the single stage amplifier. Low frequency analysis of single stage C amplifier. So as you can see, while considering low frequency analysis of single stage C amplifier, we must always consider the external capacitors. The external capacitors like the coupling capacitor and the bypass capacitor. Okay, only this external capacitors will be considered, that is the coupling capacitor and the bypass capacitor. So this diagram is nothing but the equivalent circuit of the RC coupled amplifier. So this is the equivalent diagram. RB is shown over here, RS is over here, RE, RC. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit diagram. So whenever the second point we need to consider, that is whenever I consider any capacitor, the other capacitor will be assumed as short. Okay, so for considering the first capacitor, the FLCI, as you can see, FLCI is nothing but 1 upon 2 pi REQ CI. So where REQ is nothing but, whenever you consider over here, the other capacitor are short. So imagine this thing to be short, that is nothing but the grounded. This part and this part is grounded, this part is grounded. So as you can see, REQ will be nothing but, whenever we consider this capacitor, we have to look into this capacitor, and the other two terminals will be considered as the summation of it. So other two, when we see the other side, that is RB and R pi, these two things are nothing but parallel. This is grounded, this is grounded. So basically RB and R pi will be parallel and RS is at the other side. So RS plus RB parallel to R pi. Whenever we are considering for low frequency response, the two terminals of the capacitor should be added together. Next is FLCO. FLCO is equal to 1 upon 2 pi REQ CO. Considering over here, other capacitors will be shorted. You can see only one capacitor, only one resistor is considered. If ever we have RL circuit, RL resistor connected over here, it will be RC plus RL. Next is FLCEQ, where this is FLCEQ. Looking at this capacitor is considered as short. So first thing over here will be, now this is considered as the short. So this particular voltage source will be grounded. This is already grounded. So RS will be parallel to RB. Okay, so this and this, as this both the terminals are grounded, so this and this will be parallel to each other. And whenever this parallel got once it is attached to this R pi, it will be summation of R pi. So RS parallel to RB plus R pi. Now this R pi, when it comes over here, this both the terminals are grounded, the other terminal is also grounded. So this both the terminals will be fault over here. So we'll be having this entire expression, whatever equivalent resistance came over here, will be parallel to RE. So we have the expression to be RS parallel to RB plus R pi. Okay, this entire expression is parallel to RE. So as we are going from one terminal to the other terminal, we need to ground it by 1 plus beta because of the mirror effect. So we got the value of FLCI, CO and CE. Whichever is the highest term will be considered for the plotting of graph. Next thing is mid frequency analysis. Whenever we are considering for the mid frequency analysis, we need to short all the capacitors, internal as well as external. External capacitors have been shorted. Internal capacitors are considered as open, external are considered as shorted. So we can see, we can plot the three important parameters over here. First is input impedance, output impedance, voltage gain. Input impedance is equal to nothing but RB parallel to RI. in mid frequency analysis we need to assume that RS to be not in the circuit, so we need to consider RB parallel to R pi. Output impedance will be only individual term RC. Voltage gain is nothing but the output voltage upon input voltage. We got the value is equal to minus GM V pi RC. As I told you in the lecture, we are only considering the output resistance over here. Considering, if you want to consider RS in the circuit, we need to consider this thing as a single circuit, and RS is the external part used over here. And whenever we need to calculate AVS is nothing but the voltage gain. With considering the source resistance, it will be the AV. This AV multiplied by Ri upon Ri plus RS. So Ri is nothing but what? Ri is nothing but this two is parallel with each other. So this is considered as Ri. So this Ri upon Ri plus RS is nothing but the AVS. This is mid frequency analysis. Next is the high frequency analysis. So as you can see in the high frequency analysis, all the capacitors, internal capacitors have been considered. Considering all the internal capacitors, first internal capacitor is the junction capacitor. You can see over here we are having total 3 junctions: base, collector, emitter. So we'll be developing 3 different junctions: CBC, CBE, CCE. So total 3 junctions have been developed, that is C capacitors across C terminal and B terminal, that is called as CBC.